Yo, guys, good morning. Happy Thursday? Thursday. Happy Thursday. Kevin, Dan, what's up, guys? Ready to get started here on the day. Watch list. Let me see if the watch list got sent out already. I think it did. Yep, it did. Titled it The Silent Market Crash. Man, we have been stair-stepping our way lower. Whoops. On the SPY here. This week it's just been such a choppy drop, man, which is so disheartening. I love these drops, but when they're choppy like this, it really just makes trading that much harder. And the reason why it's so choppy really is because, look, you have the 100, the 200, and the 50-day moving average, all in this price level, man, that's made such a choppy trade. All you really have to do is come here to like a 3-minute chart and look at this SPY. It's gone lower, but not without its chop, right? And look at the last 2 trading days. Look at this. Brand new low, brand new high. Back down to the lows, back up to the highs. Push up to new highs on the day. Then in the afternoon, sell off to new lows. Then yesterday in the morning, similar action. New low, new high. New low, new high the previous day, right? Again, new low. And we push up to the highs. Then we roll it over. Then we come right back up to the highs. Then we come back down to the lows in the afternoon. And then we push back up. And now today, we're just gapping down. We'll just gap down. We'll just gap it down on you. Boy, good Lord, man. Just be careful, guys. Don't die by 1,000 paper cuts out there, because that's the type of environment we're in right now. It's so annoying, ridiculously annoying. It's freaking brutal, man. I'm expecting this 100-day moving average here on the daily to get tested right here in this 391 and change area on the SPY. But look at this. Now we're like squeezing between the 200-day and the 100-day. Such a difficult trading environment. So I'm expecting us, or at least I'm watching for this previous like little low from yesterday to hold resistance. And I don't even think it's going to hold resistance all that clean. I wouldn't even be surprised if we break up over it and push into yesterday's close and then roll over. So annoying, man, the trading action. But regardless, here you go. This is the level I'm eyeing for resistance. The mid 393s into 394. If we get up and over that level, then I would fully expect this 395 zone to get tested before we probably start to curl and roll over late morning. I don't know why. That's just been the theme here, late morning or afternoon. The first hour to 2 hours of the day is just nothing but chop, at least the last 2 days. At least the last 2 days has been that way. Really, really difficult trading environment. So that's what I'm looking for on the SPY. Now, on to Tesla. Tesla, gapping down even further now. I was watching to see, you see this previous support here in the 191 zone? I was watching to see if that level can hold resistance, which in pre-market, hop on over here to pre-market. Pre-market, where did we find resistance? Cooperate. See how we were at 191, 192 when we cracked underneath it. We popped right back into it, resistance. Now, that was, what is that? Early pre-market. Now, right here at 8 a.m., we sold off, and the bounce backs have been rather weak. If the market somehow can find its way a little bit higher, maybe we can see this Tesla, maybe, if it's not too relatively weak, get itself up into that level and reject again. If it does, that could post up to be a really good short opportunity to see if Tesla, remember since last week, we've been talking about Tesla getting down into the low 180s. Maybe we can see that happen between today or tomorrow. That's that 100-day moving average right here on Tesla, okay? Let me grab a little arrow, boom, right there. That's that 100-day moving average. That's the level I'm expecting Tesla to test. All right, now that we've broken underneath, what was a major support zone. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm talking all week, man, nonstop. And yesterday we did the trade ideas webinar where we talked about the top trading patterns and how to trade them properly. My voice is shot already. All right, so there we go. That's better. So that's what I'm watching for on Tesla. Then we got a little small cap here to keep on watch. BRTX making some noise this morning. You'll see that it's made a nice little move up, right? It's up 39 and change percent on the day, almost 40%. Nice little move up. Good volume in pre-market. That's really good volume for pre-market. Okay. Now we're going to zoom out and take a look at the bigger picture here on this daily chart. Look at that chop. And then look at that huge wick, right? So that level right there, 448, 450, resistance. And today in pre-market, again, resistance. You can expect shorts to pile on and short in front of that level. There is a possibility of some support here in the 380 zone. You got some wicks up in here that were previously resistance. We're broken up above it. Maybe there's a possibility of some support there. If not, I think bottom support is down here at 335, 330 area. You can see previous support back here. Previous support back here. 200-day moving average just underneath that level by a few pennies. You can expect maybe it to trade in that range, but I would not be I'm not going to trade this thing. I would not be interested in it if I were interested in a small cap today, unless it really got up over 448, 450 zone, because over that 450 zone, that's where you can get squeezy and you could see this thing, you know, break 5 and then make a move towards 6. Okay. I don't think it's going to do it, but that's the level to watch, right? You identify your level and then you watch and you wait and you see what happens. And then you act accordingly, right? We want to be reactive traders. We want to be reactive. We're not fortune tellers. We don't have a crystal ball. I sent mine into the shop. They haven't returned it this week anyways. Last week it was working beautifully. So we're reactive traders. We'll wait for the levels to do something and then we'll react accordingly. There's a few seconds to the bell, guys. Any questions at all, don't hesitate, throw them up in chat. Remember, you have 80% off with Lilu right now. Links in the chat there. That's a prop for my trade with. And that 80% off is for life on your account. All right. So make sure you take advantage of that. We can talk about it a little bit more later on. All right. So there we go. The bell has rang. Let's see what's going to give us an opportunity today. I am watching that potential Tesla as well for some put option trades on it. So I'll keep an eye on that. See what it wants to do. Hey guys, quick little pop there on, yeah, you see it. I drew this line in pre-market here. It's previous a little minor level of support. Quick little pop here, rejected, quick little pop here again, and now we're rejecting it again. That's at 393 level on the SPY. The mid 393s is really where I want to see the SPY get to, at least before. Otherwise, it's going to be major weakness and maybe we don't get a shortable bounce, maybe. So the ES still trying to fight and get up into those 38s. They rejected yet again. Clean up that screen there for you. We are stair stepping here. Look at this, right? We got our low, higher low, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low. It's definitely looking like it wants to give you a little reversal that could take us up here towards 43 to 50-ish. Looking at the chart here, it's decent setup for a reversal. I would be, especially after yesterday's conversation that we had, I would be very much inclined to get long for a reversal if we were doing this kind of action that you see on this 3-minute chart down here at this bottom support of 20s. That would be a little bit more of a solid level. That would be more of a solid level. Just like if we get down to 3,900, I have to probably look for some sort of relief bounce down there at 3,900. And we're not too far away from that. Let's take a quick look at BRTX. Wow, BRTX with a quick push to 4 and then coming on back down here. Looking like that might be it. I mean, this thing's notorious for giving it back. Oh, guys, my eyes are dry. These computer screens, they're just too big. ONCS from yesterday, not doing much. MTC, getting stuffed at $2. Tesla, trying to bounce off of 186. Trying to bounce off of that 186 zone. Snow. Yeah, that's a big gap down there on Snow. I think that one had earnings yesterday, no? Dan, big screens, big wins. Oh, man, this week has been tough, man. Tough. Monday, green day. Tuesday, red. Yesterday, it was like basically a wash. It's really tough, man. My mental capital is the one that's spent, really. Gave back some profit from last week. Not a lot. Like a day and a half at most. But the mental capital feels like I gave back the whole week, man. I think Snow had earnings yesterday, right? You know what, man? I hope Snow gets clobbered crazy hard because I don't have it. I don't own Snow in my long-term stuff. I do not own it, and I want to. I want to own it. I own Palantir, and I don't own Snowflake. What the hell is that about, Jesse? So I need to get myself some Snowflake. I got to use the whole name when I say that on YouTube, because you know, yo, Trade Simple, what's up? Come on, guys, you didn't get that? You didn't catch on? Come on. All it takes is to watch a couple movies. Or in the morning, you guys, serious mode, Jesse. Stop joking around. We're here to make money. I gotta wait for my setup to do that, guys, so I'll laugh along the way. What's up, Trade Simple? Trade Simple, I love that. It should be a bumper sticker. Just don't put it on the Lambo, though. Maybe we can't get Jono to make some shirts that just say Trade Simple. Good stuff, man. Any swing trades? Any swing trades you're cooking up? Yeah, Tesla, man. I was actually talking about it in the stream earlier. Yeah, go ahead, short SoFi for me. Send her back down. I want to buy some more. I never bought enough when it was at those lows. I bought some, but never. I never bought enough, and I'm pretty upset at myself about that. I need some more SoFi in my long term. And I want snow, so make sure to short that one down to the gutters because I want snow in the long term as well. Yeah, I know. I want it lower than 6 because my average on my taxable account is 5s in the low 5s. In my retirement account, they're actually higher. I don't even know where they're at, but they're higher than that. I think they're over $10. So I really got to start considering adding in those retirement accounts on SoFi. Not too much because I try to keep those there a little bit smaller on those. But I definitely got to consider starting to add on SoFi there again. I just think SoFi is a $50 stock in another 7 years. Or at least it has the possibility of it, of course. Like an actual possibility, not like saying like AMC is going to 100. Well, that's possible, right, Jesse? In the realm of things, well, I guess anything's possible. Not like that. I legitimately think SoFi is a good company that has good potential. You know, that it could be like in the next 10 years, one of those stocks that you're like, damn, if I only would have bought that thing when it was at $5. Now, let me put a little disclaimer in here. When I talk about stocks like SoFi or Palantir, stuff like that, I am investing into these things single-digit percentages of my net worth. So I'm not coming out here and putting, 10, 20, 30% of my net worth into these extremely speculative plays as a long-term investment. I'm not doing that. For the simple fact that if these types of plays move, you're talking about these 10 baggers, right? You're talking about making 500, 1,000%, 2,000% return on investment in a few years on these if these companies are successful, right? So you don't need, I don't need to put in a whole ton of money into it to get a good return, right? So I only put in these long-term speculative plays. I only put in what I'm 100% comfortable losing, going to zero. Company goes bankrupt, and I'm like, oh, well, damn. All right. Not like sweating bullets. So, yeah, Palantir, SoFi, stuff like that. I got 1, 2, 3% of my net worth involved, right? In each play. And I think those are the only 2 speculative ones I have. Everything else is it's an ETF or it's a well-established company like Amazon, Google, Alphabet, Disney, AMD. I need more AMD. I really need more AMD. Yeah, see, I'm up $1 a share on my SoFi right now. Guys, Tesla double bottoming there. Watch Tesla for a quick little move there into those low 190s. SPY made a new low, quickly got itself right back. You see what I'm talking about? The chop? It's already starting. It's already starting. Trade Simple said he put those ideas in the Discord. Yeah, guys, if you are interested in swinging by the Discord, for like after hours chatting and staying in touch with us, free Discord link right there. So far this morning, starting off like yesterday morning, starting off like the morning before it as well. It's starting off with the chop. So much so that I pulled up my equities broker, so I might even take an equities trade today instead of futures trade. It just depends. Later on, Trade Simple. Have a good one, brother. Take care. See you later on in the Discord or tomorrow. Alfonso, good morning, good morning. From Brazil. Love it. All right, Trade Simple. Dale, bro. Take it easy, man. All right, guys. So the SPY just chopping away. Hey guys, if any of you live in Chicago, congratulations. You got rid of that crappy mayor. There's that to celebrate this week for anybody that lives in Chicago. A buddy of mine lives out there. He was celebrating. We're actually playing Apex Legends. It's the only video game I play. And he was like, yes, yeah. Bro, he was so happy. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Damn. Kids over there in the kitchen yelling up a storm. All right, guys. There's the chop. We're still trading in that little choppy in this middle. Let me see what chart are you guys seeing on the stream. Hold on one second here. I got way too many windows opened here between my equities broker, my futures broker, streaming software. Good Lord, I'm gonna have to close something off soon. Okay, you're not seeing the 60-minute chart. Let me show you that 60-minute chart on the ES. We're right in the middle of this trading channel we drew out. Look at this, resistance, support, resistance. And we pull back a little bit, but we're in the middle of it. Like we either need to get up in here or get in down here for something clean or possibly clean to happen. Just don't close the stream then. Then in my mind, I thought that, right? I was like, just don't worry, I won't close the stream. But I was like, nah, no one's gonna laugh. But you said it and I laughed. We were thinking the same thing. They say great minds think alike. All right, guys. The SPY still trading sideways. Let me go take a peek at Tesla. Tesla, you know, making that little push up here towards that 391 zone. Sorry, 191, 190 area. We tapped 190. Good volume increase on this bounce attempt off of 186. That's a nice little double bottom setup there. If anybody caught a piece of that, congratulations. Remember to always book some profits along the way. I mean, for me, when I'm trading, right, if I'm right, I like to pay myself as we go. But right now, nothing for me. I was not thinking Tesla would bounce this morning, but honestly, after looking at the size of this gap down, it's not surprising. Plus, we are looking for that bounce back into those 191s to see if that line from the daily chart right here that we're looking at can hold resistance. Because if it can hold resistance, then that could give us a multi-day drop into those 180s. Let's go. Somebody signed up for the Lilu evaluation account. Congratulations, whoever did that. you know, you're on your way now. If anyone, I just got the email. If anyone is interested and missed out, here you go. You got 80% off. It ends tomorrow, March 3rd. Ends tomorrow. All right, so you get 80% off for life of the account. Tesla IV75, is that good? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you if that's good or bad at this point. Bad numbers again this morning. What numbers did we have this morning? I wasn't expecting anything out of this world. Oh, initial jobless claims. They were almost in line, honestly, with expectations. 5,000 deviation there. I mean, it wasn't enough to really get anything cooking at 8:30. Let's go over to the SPY real quick here. When they had the gap down, we gapped down 2 points. It's not a big gap down at all on the SPY. But look at this chop. Look at this. We've gone lower, significantly lower, right, over the last few days. But look at the chop on the way down. It wasn't like this, right? Splack, splack. No, it's like chop, chop, chop. Just annoying action, dude. We don't have anything else coming up here that I see today, so we are free to trade on the technicals, but the technicals are wild. Now we have this minor resistance here in this 38. And the reason I call it minor is because if we go to this 60-minute chart, man, I got way too many screens open on this side. If we go to the 60-minute chart, let's zoom in. We go to the 60-minute chart here. We don't really have a whole lot here at 38. You know, as far as price action goes, you don't have a whole lot. It's rather minor. You have one touch here, a little bit of support back here, and that was it. I think we can easily get over that level with some good volume. But then if we get up here towards like 45 zone, we have this big old wick here on this hourly candle. You have this little bear flag here formation in that zone that resulted in a rollover, you know? But I still think this area here gets choppy. The SPY pushing into the 200-day moving average, which coincides with yesterday's low zone. I have to think that holds resistance. Let me show you the SPY chart. Look at this. That's 200-day moving average and yesterday's low. They're lining up there, and we're testing that zone right now, which also coincides with this previous low from back here. And this one, look at this. Look at this. One low, two low, right? Then yesterday, three low. All at that price zone where the 200-day moving average is, give or take, obviously, right? And if we scroll back a little bit more, look at this. This is the line we just drew. Look at that. Support there, support here, right? Look at this, support here. Okay, look at this, support here. This should, in theory, show up as a very strong resistance zone today. It should. That's that 393, those mint 393s. We're on our way to test them. We're well on our way to test them now. Tesla should be, yep, there you go. It's going to be interesting what happens when we get up into that zone, guys. Dang, my foot fell asleep, guys. This sucker's bored. We got up into those 44s, that resistance zone right here on this 60-minute chart, okay? 44s being tested. My bad. Here's the 44 line, 44, 45 zone. It's being tested now. That's the resistance zone on that little channel we drew out in pre-market. Oh, guys, Lilu is having a competition. I think next month, first place gets $10,000. I'm extremely tempted to jump into that competition. I got to think about it, though. I got to weigh the pros and cons of trading the competition versus trading, you know, the actual funded account that week. Because if we start to break out, right? If we start to break out of these chop, I can make some clean money like I did last week in the funded account, right? I'm not gonna make $10,000 in the week. More than likely not. More than likely not. It could happen. Last week was damn good. So I gotta weigh the thing, right? The pros and cons here. What are the chances of getting first place and making that 10K? Gotta think. Ponder about it over the weekend. Come on, get up in there and test this level. I would love nothing more than see this level get tested so much so that it breaks up and over it ever so slightly and then starts to roll over. I'm going to be extra picky, man, because the chop has been real lately. The chop has been very real. We got up into those 43s on the ES. We got into those 43s. We got into the 93.50, 93.60 zone on the SPY, but I want to see the area get tested for real. I don't want to see it start pulling back here like that. Wow, are we really gonna fail just shy of the level? That's gonna be frustrating. It's been that kind of week though, because of the chop. I mean, we've only pulled away like 3 points and change from it, so I'm still hoping we can get up in there and thoroughly test the level. Or not. Wow, dude. Come on. How many times this week have we not seen? What chart are you guys looking at? Let me just, because I can draw on the equities chart. I can't draw on the other one. How many times this week have we not seen something like that? And then the crack and roll. Today, no. Today, we just right in front of it. Look. All right, we'll see. We've only pulled away like 6 or 7 points. Take a quick peek at Tesla. Did we get back under VWAP? Wow, Tesla with a relative strength here. SPY pulling back, Tesla still pushing highs. But we are, check it out, that line we drew, we are testing that zone and pulling away from it. So keep a close eye on Tesla. Well, it's looking like that's the only test we're going to get of those 45s on the ES. Should have just jumped in short there. Decided to wait to see if we really, got up in there a little bit stronger. Pierced the level. But we didn't. Well, no trade's better than a red trade, that's for sure. I'm just reading some news. Strong bounce off of 35 there on the ES. Wow. Yeah, you guys see that right there. Nice strong bounce. Really strong bounce. Nice increase in volume too. All right. Let's see what this SPY wants to do. The other day I woke up in the middle of the night. I was thirsty. I always have water by the bedside, but had ran out. So I got up, went to the kitchen, and I was like, you know what? Why does it feel so dark today? I was like, you know what? I want some pineapple juice. I'm really the only one who drinks pineapple juice here at the house. So there was a carton. It's disgusting. There was a carton right in front of me, but it's the middle of the night. So I grabbed the carton because it's the same size, same style carton, same everything. Take the top off and just chug 2 chugs. Drank one, swallowed one. The other one, I held it in my mouth. I was like, this doesn't taste like pineapple juice. What is this? So I thought in my mind, well, where else are you going to think? I thought to myself, hey, maybe it just went bad. Maybe the pineapple juice just went bad, Jesse. I go to the sink and I spit out the pineapple juice. I come back and I'm like, let me go look at the expiration date on it. Dude, it wasn't pineapple juice. It was chicken broth. Oh my God, that was disgusting. That was nasty. It tormented me for a whole 24 hours straight. Like really, like it was just a torment. I kept thinking about it over and over again. All right, so see, this is what I was talking about. This is why I didn't want to get short up there. Even though the short would have worked for a scalp, I didn't want to get short just out the gate. I wanted to see the level truly get tested. We have more than tested it. We have gotten decently above it. It's cracked to the upside here more than I thought it would have. So far, no trades for me. Still hands off. I'd imagine Tesla extended a little bit over maybe those 91s. Yep, there you go. Pushing 92s now on Tesla. If the SPY breaks yesterday's lows, what's the next support? Okay, so I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. Do you mean if it breaks up like this over yesterday's lows, where's the next resistance zone? I think the next resistance zone, or at least major resistance zone, really isn't going to be until yesterday's close. You think it could get choppy up in here between 94.50 and 94s? But I don't think major resistance starts to kick in until we get into yesterday's close. Let's go take a look at the daily chart. With the on the date, oh damn it, I erased that line. On the daily chart, if we just look at the daily, we really don't have any major resistance until 95, 96 zone. So let's come back on over here. 95, yesterday's close is 94.80s, give or take a penny or two. All right, let's erase all these little choppy circles. You know what? Let's just erase everything. Bang. Clear up this chart. I'd watch for pullbacks now to hold support in this mid 93s. You could get up here, man. This market's doing things that I think keeps catching most traders off guard, to be honest. A very small amount of people are getting, I'd say the word lucky lately here with this market. This market is literally doing things that should leave you flabbergasted. The King, if that's not what you were asking, let me know, man. So that I want to make sure that I understood you clearly and then I answered you. You know, I answered your query. Working on that vocabulary. Pulling back from 94s here. Now watch and see those mid 93s can hold support. On the ES, I'd watch 44, 45 to hold support. I'm not going to jump in long there, man. I'm not telling you, I'm not a believer in the morning chop right now. We've seen similar run-ups like this, then just sell off late morning. If the SPY goes below yesterday's low, will it keep dropping? So if it gets back underneath this level here, this is yesterday's low. If it gets back underneath this here, will it keep dropping? Damn, it keeps going up. You know, if it gets back underneath this level, we'd have to first break today's low. And then we have to contend with this 100-day moving average here on the daily chart, which is in the mid 191s. That could prove to be a support zone. And we could continue seeing the chop. You know, this looks like a clean downtrend, but when you break this down, you know, onto smaller time frames charts, they've been extremely choppy. They have been extremely choppy. And it's all because you have so many major moving averages in the way. You have the 50-day, you have the 200-day, and the 100-day. So if we get back underneath yesterday's low and we break today's low, I think we get down here to test this 100-day moving average. And we might even crack it a slightly, but I think that level holds support, at least for today. Nice, congrats, Wall Street Shark. So I think that the 100-day on the SPY, on the daily chart, would hold support today if we get back down there. Putting in a little bit of a pullback here in these 94s on the SPY. And we'll watch and see if that pivot low holds support now, or if we get back down here towards yesterday's low of the mid 93s, 93.40, 93.30s, 93.50 zone. See if that holds support. Last time, let's go over to this 60-minute ES chart real quick. Last time we broke up over this level here, we pushed up a little bit and then we took it back. Now we've pushed up a little bit again. Will we take it back? You have 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 higher lows now put in place here, plus this second break of to the upside of this channel. SPY trying to hold that 9 AMA. So far doing a good job of it. Get these random phone calls. That 50 area could be some strong resistance on the ES as well. At least temporary. All right, so it keeps going, guys. From 42 right back to 47. Definitely getting a nice strong bounce here. I was really hoping that we would get that reversal today off of the 100-day moving average on this SPY. We just didn't get down there. We didn't get down there. That would have been such a clean reversal setup off of that 100-day moving average on the SPY. I mean, we might still get down there today, but I was hoping we get down there early morning, reverse course off of it, and then sell off in the afternoon. That was basically what I was thinking, but man, my wife brought me my coffee right before we started the stream, and I was like, no, I like to drink it with the guys on the stream. I drank it. She was like, "Oh, you still do that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I still do that. Of course I do." Wow, look, that was looking like a little bearish sign there, and so far we've kind of recovered it. In front of that 50 zone of all things. You know, I've yet to have a no trade day for the better part of over a month now. I don't think today will be it. I think I'll get a trade today, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Like, if time rolls around and I'm like, well, looks like I'm not gonna get a trade this morning, and I close it up, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, look, looks like we're going to hold it. Lots of resistance in that 94 on the SPY. Lots of resistance there, but it's fighting that 93.50 zone we talked about, yesterday's little pivot low zone, right? So far holding support. So far. There's a tremendous battle, bears and bulls there. It goes in online with that 94 zone on the 60-minute chart. You guys see that 60-minute chart? No. Come on. There we go. There's that 60-minute chart right there. We're holding that level. Stop would be in that 42 zone, in my opinion. That could be worth a stab there for a little squeeze. It could be worth. We'll keep an eye on that. It's like a 60-40 at best, right? That's like a 60-40 at best. I'll give it a little shot, I think. We'll see if we can get that move. It's looking squeezy. It's looking squeezy. Yeah, it's a little bull flag. Yep. It's a little bull flag. And we keep putting in those higher lows there as well. It looks good. It looks squeezy. Looks like it can go. Will it go is another story, obviously. I like how we're flagging and the volume is decreasing as we flag. That's a good sign. But we want to start to see that flag break to the upside and we want to see that volume increase. Taking one piece of profit off. I'm going to take one piece of profit off in front of the high here, just in case it holds resistance. So it's just a small little take just to protect myself. I really want to see that volume start to increase though. I'm printing 48s there. I was sitting at 48.50. We got to 48s, but I didn't push into 48.50. Don't tell me we're going to kind of double top there. I mean, I'm sitting underneath the high. Good Lord. Well, it really tapped right in front of my order and did not. What's the high of this candle? 48.25, and I was sitting at 48.50. So my stop is underneath the 42 zone. And I'm not going to be surprised if it doesn't drop down there. So missed the fill by a quarter. That's starting to feel like a rejection of that high, man. Yep. All right. Well, if I book the L on this one, it is what it is. I'll rearrange and wait for the next possible setup. We're back underneath all the support zones. I'm pretty sure this breaks down. And we see the SPY even come back down towards VWAP. Let me show you the SPY. See how the SPY's coming on back down to VWAP? I'm pretty sure we got the SPY down to VWAP. We got the ES probably back down there to the mid 30s, right back in the middle of the trading range on that 60-minute chart. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. Let's see. My hard stop's out there. I'm leaving the one take profit out there for now. If I see things start to turn around back into my favor, I'll put out the rest of them, but I kind of highly doubt that's what's going to happen. Yeah, it sucks a little bit because I'm trading today in the in that other eval account that I was trying to get funded to complement. It was a nice idea there to try to get a $200,000 account funded next to my already funded $50,000 account. Haven't traded this account in a few days, so I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. There it is. Freaking hate giving back profit in that account. It's like that one pisses me off more than my funded account. Because you gotta make a lot, man. In the $200,000 account, you gotta make like $15,000 freaking dollars to get it funded. And you could either do it quick or slow. If you do it quick, you run the risk of blowing it up rather quickly. All right. Well, giving back some gains on that one. Let me see how much. That's not bad. So on that eval account, gave back 875 bucks. Not a big deal. That account's still in the profit, but I still got a ways to go on that one. The king, yes, there's going to be. So we'll email you. I mean, if you're in our email list, I'm not sure if you are or not. Here's how you can sign up for it. Once Trade Ideas posts the link to yesterday's webinar, recorded webinar, we're gonna go ahead and email everybody, let everybody know, hey, if you were not there live yesterday, you can come watch it here. So yeah, that's gonna be available probably today or tomorrow. Well, guys, the chop is real. We're not getting extensions to the upside. We're still in that really tight scalpers market. Okay, cool. Yeah, man. So I'm not sure if you're on our list. If you're not, just sign up there so we have your email and we'll put you on the list, and then you'll get an email notification when we get the confirmation that that they uploaded it already to the channel. It was cool. It was a fun time. I hope that they I hope they enjoyed it, like as far as, you know, everybody that was there, and the team at TI would like to get another invite to do one of those because it was a ton of fun. I really, really actually enjoy doing those webinars and seminar type stuff like that. Yeah, I absolutely love that stuff. So I could talk for a while. Like, I'm passionate about this type of stuff, so I can talk about it a lot. Look at that wick. Are you freaking kidding me? Look at the wick. No, bro. It makes you want to punch the freaking screen in the face, bro. Like, come on. Look at that wick on the yes. Look at the wick on the SPY. Are you kidding me, bro? Like, I'm not here like, oh, a FOMO, we're gonna go up here. I'm not convinced. But that wick is absolutely brutal because anybody that was like, oh, bang, we're gonna roll it now, they got short on that violation of the VWAP there and that support zone. That's it. They're underwater now. You know, so whether you were long or short, you got screwed. And this gives you the chop that we've been talking about. This gives you the chop we've been talking about. You violated VWAP to the downside, and then you violated it again to the upside. It was like it wasn't even there on the SPY. Bro, why do I get these damn text messages? They're so annoying. It's constantly, all morning long. It's like somebody sold my freaking phone number on one of those marketing lists, and it's just text with this, call with that. It's just nonstop. It's so annoying. 10:24 a.m. I got like 4 missed calls. I just got another text message here. I don't even know what they're trying to sell. I'm going to say here, I'm going to block these numbers when we're done with the stream. It's so annoying. Oh, I haven't gotten one of those yet. I bet you they're inbound. I bet you those are inbound. Good Lord, man. It's so annoying. Like, I just look down and it's like, oh, another one. Well, guys, and a little bit hands off for me right now. I'm still trading in that eval account because I was like, you know what? It's a good time to trade in that one. Because if I'm going to be scalping or trying to scalp anyways, I might as well trade in that one and put on a little bit bigger size on the trades. For the eval account, I was in half a size there, half the full size. Like, I'm allowed way more contracts on the $200,000 account, but I try to manage my risk a little bit better, right? I don't want to go all in always on that account. Because, yeah, it could work really nicely, but then you could just blow it up as easily. If I blow up the $200,000 account, I'm going to go try the $300,000 account next. Because I really would like to have 2 accounts, a $50,000 one, and then one of these $200,000 or $300,000 ones. I really enjoy trading in the $50,000 account because it truly sets me up for like my style of trading. It's a little bit more conservative, right? The max size I can trade on the $50,000 account is 8 lots or 8 contracts. But on these bigger ones, it's ridiculous. Let me see here. On this $200,000 account one, I can trade 25. I haven't even gotten near that. I can trade 25, but the profit target is 15,000. The trailing drawdown is massive. It's 6,500 bucks. It's pretty damn good. But 15,000 profit target, I'm nowhere near that on this thing. I haven't traded it consistently either because I kind of, you know, want to make actual money in the funded account. So I haven't traded it consistently either. What I might do for myself, right, is if I blow up this 250 account, I'll trade my $50,000 account a little bit longer, and then I'll kind of give it a break, and then I'll get the $300,000 account, and I'll just trade that one exclusively. And that one's going to be a mission, because that's a $20,000 profit target. My buddy did it once or twice. He got it. I'm going to have to talk to him, see, look at this. Look at the freaking SPY. Are you kidding me? So he did it once or twice in the $300,000 account. That'd be freaking awesome. On that one, you have a $7,500 drawdown. Bro, Dan. That's the most frustrating thing I've seen in a minute. And you know what wouldn't surprise me right now? Is we get right back to VWAP and crack and roll. That's literally what it's been doing. All I gotta do is just go back here on the SPY. Look. Look. Bang. Roll. Right? Bang. Roll. I think this is probably the best one. This is actually very, very similar to what we just witnessed, right? Bang. Under VWAP. New high. Under VWAP. Back up over. This chop. It wouldn't surprise me if that's what we get now. It's just so choppy, man. Well, I'd rather lose in this eval account $875 than have lost $400 or $500 in my prop account, in my funded account, whatever the hell you want to call it. Yeah, all week it's been like that. It's just bang, rollover, bang, rollover. And then when it rolls over, it comes right back up over support. So it's really, it's a tug of war. That's what the chop is. It's a tug of war between the bears and the bulls. Some bears get lucky meanwhile, right, and make a few bucks. Some bulls get lucky meanwhile and make a few bucks. And then everybody else gets crapped on in the meanwhile, you know, waiting for the clean setups. They're just not there. They're not there. I mean, they're there possibly for some scalps. Like I think Wall Street Sharks does a lot of scalping. So they're there for some scalps, right? And I'm talking about ballsy scalps because you're trying to fish out some bottoms and tops here, to be honest. It gets dicey. It gets dicey. Last week, man, I'm telling you right now, like if a new trader, like somebody brand new to trading was watching me last week, they were like, bro, this guy's a freaking killer. Look at this. Man, this was green every single day last week and banger trades. They'll come into this week and be like, this guy's a moron. He doesn't know what he's doing. Nah, it's just that my strategy, the way I trade, just simply doesn't work in this environment. And you have to know that. That's why risk management is so important. You have to know in what environment your stuff works and in which one it doesn't. It's that simple. It's the same with like these perma bears. There's people who they're exclusively short biased. They'll take a long here and there, but they're exclusively short biased. Well, when the market is strong to the upside, they're getting wrecked. They're getting ran over, right? Now, if they know how to manage their risk correctly and they're disciplined, they'll take their small losses here and there, right? Their regular losses here and there until the market turns around back into their favor. That's it. The difference between that trader and the inexperienced trader is that the inexperienced trader is not going to recognize that the market is not in an environment, right, that is beneficial for their strategy, and they'll keep pushing like it is. And they'll start taking massive losses. And they'll give back a whole month, a whole quarter's worth of profit, right? That's the difference. Damn, I'm hungry. Let me get my protein. Guys, throw up any questions you might have. Nice, the king. I dude, I have like 6 months worth of protein. I was at a Walgreens. I went to go do some lab work because some Walgreens have lab corps in them, and they had a special. They had like a closeout on some protein there. It's a good brand. I don't remember the brand now. I'd have to go to the kitchen and check. They had a closeout deal. They were just liquidating it. It was ridiculously cheap. I was like, what? I bought out everything that was on the shelf. I was like, you got more in the back? It's enough for like 6 months. Strawberry too. That's my favorite for protein. I used to like chocolate a lot. I'll still have it. You know, I'll have chocolate protein. It's fine. But the strawberry one, I found basically that across the board, regardless of the brand, the strawberry flavored protein kind of tasted the same, you know, pretty good across the board, different brands. Whereas the chocolate one was a huge hit and miss. Some brands it tasted absolutely nasty, while other brands tasted, you know, pretty good. So I was like, you know what? From now on, especially if I'm buying a different brand that I've never had before, I'm buying strawberry. And that's it. That is my protein class of the day. Guys, this thing just shook me out. And I know, obviously, that it shook out a ton of people. And some people were able to jump back into it on that reclaim of VWAP for that nice reversal. Congratulations to them. I didn't. I've done it before. I didn't do it this time because, man, I have major trust issues with this market right now. I really thought that when we jumped back up over VWAP here, it was just sucking in longs again, and it was going to fail and roll it and get down. Because remember, I came into the day thinking we test the 100-day moving average. We have not. We have not. I wouldn't be surprised that we closed the day back under the back under the 200-day moving average, and tomorrow we test the 100-day. It wouldn't surprise me in the least bit. At this point, I would expect the SPY to get up in here and test yesterday's close. I'd expect it to do it extremely choppy. Like, I would not be surprised in the least bit to see the SPY get back down here to VWAP. Wouldn't surprise me. Here we go. Look, I bet you it gets back down to VWAP before 11. Before 11 a.m. It wouldn't surprise me. Tesla much cleaner Tesla on this little double bottom from today. Much cleaner Tesla than the SPY. Look at that chart. That's a clean looking chart. Look at this. Looks like a freaking mess, like a spaghetti mess. It just, somebody dropped a bowl of spaghetti somewhere. Yeah, Bill. Cray. That's about what time it happened yesterday. Yeah, I bet you. Around 11, like right before lunchtime, yeah. So choppy, man. I can't bring myself, even in my eval account, you know, especially not even, no, that's not the correct term here. Especially in my other account, my eval account, I can't bring myself to trade again. And that's why like I tell people, right, if they're concerned that trading in a simulator isn't going to give them emotions, right, then I would say get yourself an eval account, an evaluation account, and trade in that. You're going to have an emotional attachment to your eval account. You're going to. You're especially going to have an emotional attachment to your funded account. My $50,000 funded account, that's my money account, right? That's where I'm going to make money. That's where I'm making money. My other account, which is my eval account, my second eval account that I'm trying to get funded in, you get emotionally attached to it because you want to win. You want to make that account a funded account. You know what I'm saying? So it gives you that extra emotion, which should make you a more disciplined trader. And discipline's everything here. Oh, I just got logged out of my Street Smarts Edge account. That's what you saw pop up there probably. That was my equities account. Like I told you, I really was looking for an equities trade today. Yeah, see? Bang. Logged out for inactivity. Street Smarts Edge. All right. I'll take that as a sign. Oh, Wall Street. Some days it's not easy, man. Especially, you know when it's easy? You know when it's easy? When you look like a damn hero, like last week. I just couldn't do wrong last week. And the winners were big. You know, they were chunky. They were freaking good. They were nice. This week, oh my man. You gotta have thick skin for this crap. To sit here and be red 3 days in a row, like I've been, because yesterday was break even, but when you factor in commissions, it was a little red day. It's a wash. It was $50. Who cares? But when you're red 3 days in a row, and to me today being red in my, because I've been trading my prop account exclusively for I think over a week or something like that. So today's one of my first trades in my evaluation account, in my second account here that I'm trying to get funded. So even today being read in the evaluation account, to me, it's the same thing. It tastes the same, in other words. It's going to leave the bad taste in my mouth. And to do it here in front of everybody, yeah, it sucks. But, I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of pressure. And then the worst part of it, right, comes in when there's really no setup. I went after that because I like the setup. It was a decent little setup. I'd go after it again tomorrow if it presented itself. The worst part is, though, when there really is no setup, there's where I have to fight myself a lot. And that's when I have the no trade days. Because you want to put on a trade because everybody's here. So you want to put on a trade, but then you can't because it's your parameters aren't there, right? Your setups, your patterns haven't shown up. What the hell are you trading? You're going to jump into a 50-50 trade at best. And that does happen at times. And it's not so much as going red on one of those as it is that then you have the thoughts of, damn it, you know better. You shouldn't have done that. Now you got to go make it back. And whenever you have that thought comes in, now you have to go make that back. Cut it. Close it up and get out for the rest of the day. So yeah, there's easy days like or easy weeks like last week, and then there's weeks like this where you're just like, wow. You know, like whoever's new around here, you're like, well, they're gonna think whatever they're gonna think. I've been doing this for 7 years now, just about 7 years. And I'm my own worst critic. So like, if I wasn't even streaming here in front of everybody, if I wasn't streaming here, I would still be down on myself later about any mistake I made. And I'd go and I'd discuss it with my wife and tell her, look, you know, today trading, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. And bro, I'll tell you right now, my best support cheerleader over there when it comes to trading. Years ago, when I was brand new and I was still not understanding this, bro, oh my God. I wanted to quit a million times. She didn't let me. She didn't let me quit. It's like, nope. You're not quitting. Get back in there and keep doing it. You're going to get it. And I'll tell you, I would have quit. I would have quit. If it wouldn't have been for her, you know, pushing me, I would have quit. Oh, you know what? Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. She got me this on one of like the worst, trying to make it so that you guys can actually see it, on one of the like the worst trading days I ever had. She got me that. It was a bad one. I don't remember exactly which ones. I've had like 2 or 3 bad ones over the course of the initial trading journey. And I don't remember which one that one was, honestly. She made that for me, and she gave it to me, and I've hung it on the wall there ever since. It was really good. That one I used to look at. I still do at times. When I could feel his emotions creeping, I just, boom, look at it. There's no emotions. We're starting to pull back. We got 12, 13 minutes before 11. I wonder if we tap that VWAP before 11. We'll see. Volume is really slowing down a lot. Yo, Bill, thank you. I'll let her know. All right, guys, 10:47 a.m. I think we're just going to chop around, and maybe in the afternoon we get some sort of cleaner trade, possibly. I'm going to probably try to come back in the afternoon and take a peek and see if I see something clean. Otherwise, man, I really, you know, honestly, that's why today I was looking at the equities, and maybe I should have just traded equities instead. Until we clear these moving averages here, man, I expect it to continue to be a choppy mess, which I absolutely despise. But until we don't clear these moving averages, I don't think it gets clean. And the last thing I want to do is get mentally drained, because I think eventually we do this. We do that. And now we're free and clear from that mess of moving averages. And we're free to drop into these 380s, right? We're free to drop into these 380s. And I'm telling you right now, I am going to absolutely destroy this market if we drop into those 380s. Because I did really well on this drop into 400s and these 390s. I did really well. So I know if I get this drop here, I'm going to push it. I'm going to push it harder. And I think that might be, really, and I'm going to have to fight myself there on whether I want to trade my actual funded account or I want to trade this eval account, or if I'm going to mix it like I did this week, right? Where I kind of mixed it. I'm going to have to fine tune it somehow to where I can still put a good amount of attention in my funded account, because that's going to provide some really nice profits there. So we'll see. We'll see what I do. Maybe I trade my eval account during Globex instead. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll switch it around. One day eval account during Globex. The next day I do funded account in the Globex, whatever. But this when we get into this box, this drop into the zone, I think it's going to be super clean and it's going to be really nice, just like this drop was, just like that drop was, right? That was really nice trading right there. That was really nice trading right there. So I'm looking forward to that. I think we get it here in March. I wouldn't be surprised to see us bounce back and get into 400s, and then get back in here, and then middle to late March is when we drop back in here. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. 10:50 a.m. Remember, I saw a bunch of you guys signed up for the watch list. If you want me to send you the link for when Trade Ideas publishes yesterday's webinar, they recorded it, that I was there speaking on chart patterns. I'll send you an email and let you know, hey, it's published. You guys can go watch it. And here is the link on where you can sign up, okay, in case you missed out on that earlier. All right. And then last but not least, Lilu has 80% off, ends tomorrow. And it says 80% off for life of your evaluation account. So if you're in an evaluation account and it takes you 3 months, 2 months, 6 months, a year, all right, a year to actually pass the evaluation account and get funded, you're going to get that 80% off the whole time. As long as you want to be in that evaluation account, you're going to get the 80% off. Let me show you real quickly what the evaluation accounts look like. Okay. This was their last competition here. Okay, so you scroll down. I have a funded $50,000 account, or a paid, whatever you want to call it, a paid to trade $50,000 account, whatever the right terminology is. It doesn't matter. The real account, right, where I make money, $50,000 account right there. That's the one I have funded. You can trade up to 8 minis. Right, your profit target is $3,000. Your trading drawdown is $2,500. I like it. This account's very, very, very comfortable to trade in if you're experienced, right? If you're new to trading, well then take it for what it is. It's your training wheels to get your learn on. Okay, normally this is $180. So if you get it with the 80% off, I think it comes out to like $30-something. It's a no-brainer. If you want to, go out here and try something bigger, well, $150,000 account, 305 minus 80%, right, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you can take advantage of that there on the Lilu website. All right, the link's in the chat there for you. What a crappy day. Thank you for the reminder that it's not always a good trading day. Andy, totally my pleasure. No, thank you for commenting and tuning in. Not every day is a banger. It's just not the way it is, Unfortunately, I wish it was. I wish every day was like last week. Last week was just killer. This week, not so much. This week, not so much. All right, guys, tomorrow, 9:15 a.m., I will see you here. All right, have yourselves a great morning, and remember to reach out. Any questions? Peace.